Hi there, my name is Thomas Rice. I'm the author of this memoir that you see standing on the table here called Far From the Land. And I wanted to tell you about it because I think you'll find it interesting. And why would that be? Of all the books that you could be reading, why would you read this one? Well, if you have any interest in the Irish and things Irish, or a drop of Irish blood in you, I think you'll find it interesting for a few reasons. One is that at this time of year particularly, I get a little bit tired of the stereotypes that go for being authentically Irish around the leprechauns and the corned beef and cabbage and the green beer and the Turalura songs that really have nothing to do with anything really Irish. They're just made up. And they're fine in their own way. They're good for a bit of a laugh here and there, but they're really more or less are send up on the things that are authentically and meaningfully Irish. If you read this book, you will see Ireland through a new lens, I hope, which is that, first of all, there's a very rich oral history to Ireland that is celebrated in the book. As I grew up in an oral culture down in Carlow, Mount Leinster area, in the 1940s and 50s, and I grew up in a farmhouse where people came every night and told stories and ghost stories and danced and sang and played musical instruments and really passed on the history and lore of the culture. The second thing about it that I think you might find interesting is a rewrite of some of the fables, which around the famine, for example. There was no famine in Ireland. There was a hunger. It was a deliberate hunger, an attempted genocide. And I make that case and document that case in the book. There are other things about what it means to be a labourer in England, to leave home, to be uprooted from home, to be an immigrant, and to have that sense of exile. And then the other pieces, and an important piece to me, was to celebrate and pay homage to the people who raised me, the neighbors, the friends, the people who paid great attention to me as I was growing up and really gave me the values that I've held near and dear. So that's a bit of the outline. I hope you like it, and if you choose to buy it, you can find it on my website, thomasjrice.com. Also on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. And all proceeds from this book go to the Haitian relief through the organization that's started by Paul Farmer in Cambridge called the Partners in Health, a wonderful organization, and he's just a wonderful man. So thank you for buying the book and for passing it along, and have a wonderful, meaningful St. Patrick's Day. Bye for now.